I'm a guy who's used Lawnbox products on my lawn for the past 2 seasons. Not this lawn, my old lawn. And although I do frequently recommend people use Lawnbox products on their lawns, I also understand that it is not right for everyone. And I also know that they're not perfect by a mile. Not everyone is going to like Lawnbox for a variety of reasons, and it's just not the right fertilizer for everyone in all situations. Considering the fact that many of you are considering subscribing to a lawn delivery service program, or you're exploring the concept of buying miscellaneous bags of this product or that product throughout the season, I wanted to take a few minutes to give you my thoughts, my reservations on purchasing Lawnbox products. Now, I have roughly 2 years of experience using all of Lawnbox products. I've used them all, except for one, Pure Patch. Never used that one. As I lean back into that experience, I've boiled down my complaints into 4 general categories. First of all, Lawnbox products are expensive compared to other natural and organic forms of fertilizer. And they're very expensive compared to urea and other synthetic fertilizer blends. 2, I don't like the fact that Lawnbox products are somewhat lacking in the micronutrient category. They also really don't contain bio-stimulants or sea kelp of any kind either. In my opinion, that means that they're not a true combination product. 3, within the Lawnbox line, they have nothing for weed control. They don't weed prevent, they don't weed kill. There's none of that. You have to get that through other companies. It's just fertilizer. Lastly, or fourthly, although all of their fertilizers are OMRI listed, OMRI listed, one of their primary nitrogen sources is sodium nitrate. Again, it can't be OMRI listed if sodium nitrate isn't on that list as well. So that's fine and all, but the problem is sodium nitrate is very high on the salt index. Typically when you're fertilizing with natural sources of nitrogen, you don't have to worry about the salt index. You don't have to worry about burning your lawn. But with this product, if you over apply or spill, it's a potential problem. On the whole, every single one of the Lawnbox products, except for Grub Out, which is a grub preventative, the fertilizers, so to speak, are pretty good combination products. You're going to be getting a little bit of fast release nitrogen and slow release nitrogen, and they all have very good amounts of potassium in them. In fact, the 3 main Lawnbox products all have very ample quantities of potassium in it, which is pretty uncommon for natural and organic lawn fertilizer bags. Usually if you're doing a natural lawn fertilization program, you have to go out of your way to buy an extra bag of sulfate of potash, SOP, to throw down onto the lawn to get adequate levels of potassium. They have, one of their products has a good amount of phosphorus in it. So for those of you who don't need phosphorus in your lawn, this lawn doesn't need it, you don't need to use that one product. I do like the fact that all of their fertilizers have humic acid in it, which means that's one less thing you have to buy to stick onto your lawn. But regardless, the 4 complaints that I have still stand. They are expensive. If you want to bundle this stuff together and apply a single bag, it's a lot cheaper to go and buy the individual units or the individual inputs and apply them yourself. For those of you who really want to push growth fast, it's way cheaper to just buy a traditional over-the-counter bag of fertilizer that you find at any big box store around the country. When I'm talking about biostimulants and kelp, this is the stuff that really makes your lawn healthy. And it's not exactly because it's fertilizing the grass. Many of these things fertilize the soil itself. If you're throwing down azomite or if you're throwing down worm casting, application of mycorrhiza goes a long way. Hydrotane, kelp in particular, contains cytokinins in it, which can push additional root mass underground, something that is very beneficial no matter where you live. None of the Lawnbox products contain any of that. Some of the other companies out there contain natural or chemical herbicides, or at the bare minimum, a corn gluten meal weed preventative. But you don't get any of that with Lawnbox. If weeds are a concern, you have to go out of the program to get that benefit or that effect. Now, I also understand why sodium nitrate is thrown in there, because they want this product to look and act and feel like a traditional lawn fertilizer, something that you apply to the lawn and can actually see a result within a couple weeks or so. If you're just dropping alfalfa meal on the lawn, you're literally not going to see additional growth in the next 2 weeks, but you are with this product because the sodium nitrate is water soluble and it goes to work really fast. There's not a lot of the product, it's not the majority of the product, but enough of it's in there to make a difference quickly. I don't like the concept of putting down a high salt index fertilizer, but it is a small proportion of the product in the bag, so I've been okay with it for the past couple years. But I've always got that thought in the back of my mind. But here you go. Even though I don't like all of those 4 complaints, even though they're real complaints that I have, this is still something that I see a lot of value in. It's a really great option for someone looking for a lawn care delivery program that's all OMRI listed stuff, and it's granular that you can just spread in the lawn really simply. Humic acid is very important to put into the lawn, and this product contains it, so it does simplify the process quite a bit for the casual lawn owner who just wants a pretty good looking lawn without chemicals. Simple fact of the matter is, even though this product is expensive, it is still a lot cheaper than hiring a local landscape or lawn company to come out to your lawn throughout the year and apply their own fertilizers to the lawn. It's just cheaper. And on top of that, virtually all of the inputs going into the lawn are things that I would put on the lawn myself if I was hand picking the ingredients. And I also really love the fact that you don't have to sign up for their lawn program. You don't have to sign up for delivery of this stuff on a regular basis. It's very easy to just go out onesie-twosie and buy a single bag here and there of whatever product you're interested in at whatever time of the year you want. If you want to go out and buy your own natural fertilizers to put on the lawn yourself, but you want to pick up, say for instance, the BT, the Grub preventative, then you can just buy the one product and move on with your life. If you want to throw down one product that has a lot of potassium in it, then you just go get their one bag. You just buy the one bag. It's easy. For me, here in this lawn, because this lawn has a lot of phosphorus in it already, I already did a soil test to figure that out, I'm going to continue using 2 of their fertilizers, the Grass Genie, which is a 1006, and the Lawn Luxe, which is a 707, both high in potassium. It just makes it really easy to get down my natural sources of nitrogen and potassium and humic acid without having to pick up other bags to throw into my spreader. It's just hard to find other natural sources of nitrogen in a fertilizer bag that contains a lot of potassium. And these guys give that to me with their Lawn Luxe product, that 707 that I talked about. I'm probably going to use that quite a bit this year. Now I have a video that dissects that Lawn Luxe product down to the ingredient level. I made it like 1.5 years ago. And I'm going to link to it down in the description below if you're interested in watching it. But for those of you who actually want to push a healthy lawn without excessive growth or with the slowest growth, top growth possible, that sodium nitrate nitrogen source in these bags probably isn't for you at all. It's really fast acting, it's water soluble, it could leach away, it could burn if over applied. But really the concern here for most people probably is it pushes extra top growth that might not be wanted. Extra top growth is literally going to make you mow your lawn more often. If you just want a healthy green lawn, but you don't want to mow that often, then the sodium nitrate in this, the higher levels of nitrogen in all of their products, isn't going to work for you. If you are one of those totally normal people out there who doesn't get extreme enjoyment from mowing your lawn once or twice a week, then I really think you should look into the low nitrogen plans, the plans that feed the soil and feed the health and vitality of your grass, but don't push growth. Lawnbright, for instance, is one of those companies that offers a subscription plan plus a handful of their products you can buy onesie-twosie. I've actually applied it to one of my project lawns back in the 2022 season. It's a low nitrogen plan that pushes health of the turf, but not extra top growth. Up here in this video that I made back in 2022, you can see me applying these products, and what's cool about them is that they do contain sea kelp, they do contain biostimulants, they do contain the things that make your lawn healthy without making it grow too much. There's some issues with that plan also, but it's a good alternative to Lawnbox.